Hello and welcome back to Torn Tales, one of the most must-see top-down games on all of the internets. So let's jump right back in with episode or quest number 2. There's some little information about the mission, about what we're doing. We're trying to take down. I can't read that. That's too small. Everything's really minimized on my computer, as I've said before. But we're gonna jump right into this. And yeah, let's get right into the game. Sorry, I had to do that. But anyway, guys, so this took a long while to get to. Obviously, this is episode 3. It's going on Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so it's on time for you guys. But for me, I had episode 1 and 2 done a while ago, like last week. And for the last few days, I really haven't even felt like playing video games. Not only this, but a game I'm playing for fun, Rainbow Six Siege. I haven't really felt like playing that at all. Like every other game that I haven't really felt like playing. I don't know why. I'm just getting like, maybe it's just because I'm working 6 days a week now, and like it's super exhausting. I'm actually recording this on Monday because it's my only day off. So, yeah. I go into work later tomorrow, which is good. I go in the mornings every other Tuesday. So, yeah. I go in the afternoon on every second and fourth Tuesday and every Wednesday. So, other than that, but yeah. So, let's see, what is my schedule? I don't even know. Every other Tuesday, it's 9 to 5. And then on the off Tuesdays, it's 1 to 5. On Wednesday, it's 1 to 9. Thursday's 1 to 5. Friday is 9 to 5. Saturday is 3 to 11, and Sunday is 8 to 2. So it's a really weird schedule I'm working 2 jobs. I finish one job, I have half an hour lunch break, and then I go to my other job. So, and some of them I don't even get a break from. Sometimes I have to go like instantly to my other job. I don't know if you could just hear that, but I just snapped my fingers just like, in like a New York minute. I gotta be there. But yeah, it's whatever. It is super exhausting, so I haven't really had much energy lately. But yeah, I just figured I'd come through and do this. So one of my jobs is I'm a groundskeeper, and I make sure everything is good. What the customers see is like everything's like taken care of and all that stuff. And like, I have super bad environmental allergies, meaning I'm allergic to like everything from the grass on the ground to the air in the sky to trees to like everything. Everything I'm allergic to. I think I'm allergic to dirt as well, which is so stupid. But so I was outside leaf blowing for the last few days because it's fall time. Leaves are gonna fall, all that good stuff. And like, oh wow, now my head is throbbing, and I have to go into work tomorrow. I'm like, no. So yeah, that's good, not good. Well, But anyway, what was I going for? Oh yeah, so like right now my head's kind of hurting, so I'm like, I don't really want to do this, but then I'm like, I have to do this because I want to make sure I get it out on time. And speaking of being on time, what I plan on doing for this series is I plan on doing on again, off again series with this. I plan on, like, let's see, what is this? Is this the second week of October? Or the first full week of October? Hold on, give me a second. I gotta open up my calendar here. I got it right next to me, so. We're in the month of October, so this is the second week. So, okay. So what I plan on doing is, this week I plan on, obviously doing Torn Tales. Next week I plan on doing a 3-part silent, I don't know if I should do silent gameplay. That means not much editing for me, which is good because I need a break. And then I plan on doing another week of this, possibly going into November. And then, let's see, I don't know, because I want to do like a 12-part series of a specific thing. I don't want to give away too much yet, because I want to be super secret about it. But I have recorded the first 2 parts and out of 12. The 12th part, which would be the final part, shouldn't be that hard to do because it's not like that much to do. But the other, let's see, what do I have left? I have 3 through 11, so that's what, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 9 more parts I have to record. So that's going to be a bit harder trying to get all those done. But I'm not too worried about the 12th one because after I finish the 11th, it's quite a bit of editing I'll have to do for the 12th one and recording and stuff. But I think it'll be fun because I never have done anything like. No, I have done something similar to it. Back like well before I started doing gameplay. I did a series. Well, not a real series, but it's whatever. So yeah, that might bring us into the new year, I think. If I get this started on Halloween, Halloween would be a good time. If I could get this started by Halloween, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the oh no, because Christmas is on a Friday, I'll have to miss that upload. So we definitely skip that. We go into the 12th episode on the 28th of November. Wait, what? That doesn't sound right. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, okay, so 25th of November, episode 12 would go up. There we go. And then we have a few days left in November, which would be pretty good. I think I'm trying to debate what I should do because it's the end of the month. I don't want to start up a new series, so we'll see what happens. This is a little backstage, like kind of YouTuber plan out type of thing. Because I didn't really have much to talk about in this episode, so I'm just like, okay, let's just talk about random stuff. So, yeah, that seems to be pretty good. So, with this one, I think we had to stop the Sheriff of Nottingham. I think that was his name. And we have to stop him and his tax man. It's the tax man! Like, comment, subscribe if you know that song. I probably got the melody wrong on that, but... So, I just contacted Apple about the iPhones, about my iPod, like all that stuff, because I want to upgrade to an iPhone at some point. Like right now I have a slider phone, as most people know, and I'm just like, I hate this phone. I want to get out of it, you know. And like I have an iPod. I've had this same iPod for the last 2.5 years, about 3 years. And I was just talking to the Apple representative, and she's like, they should only last about a year and a half if you really take care of it. And I'm like, wow, like it's just because I'm too cheap to buy a new one. That's the reason. It's not that good anymore because like it has no memory on it. The battery life lasts about 2 hours off of the charger, and it's not nice. It's not liking me. But where is it going to be? Oh yes, so iPhone. So I don't remember where I read it. I think I read it on the Apple site that or the AT&T site or something, like one of the sites for phones. And it said that because the iPhone has a different memory card or something, it can't transfer between SIM cards or SD cards my number. So I'm like, oh no, I'll have to learn a new number, and I don't like to learn new numbers. I don't like change. But I talked to the Apple representative, and she's like, no, it should transfer over. It definitely should. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. And then I was talking to her about my iPod, because You know, as I said, I've had it for almost 3 years now. It's getting old. The battery sucks. There's no memory. I got it. It was the fifth gen. Like, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna have a back cam on it because all I've had up to this point were iPod shuffles. I've never had a camera. It's gonna be awesome. I can take awesome pictures. Yada yada yada. I got the 12 gig iPod shuffle, or not the iPod shuffle, 12 gig iPod touch, and there's no back cam on it. It was only for the higher up tiers and gigabytes. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I spent about $300 or $400 on this and there's no back cam. Are you kidding me? So lo and behold, I didn't have the money to go back, return it, and get a new one. So I'm like, ugh, I'll just have to wait it out. And everyone's like, how do you live with no back cam? And I'm like, I take backward selfies. Yeah, like, you know, I just kind of turn it around, kind of line it up and whatnot. It sucks. It's really hard, but you know, got to do what you got to do to survive. You know. So anyway, I was talking to the Apple representative, and she was just kind of like filling me in on, because I went to the Apple store in Connecticut when I was on vacation, and I was talking to them about the iPods, and I'm like, oh, like that's too expensive to get a new one, and I'm like, and they're like, well, do you have an old one? And I'm like, yeah, I have an iPod Touch. Forgetting about my iPod shuffles. So she's like, whoever the customer, I think it was a guy who was the customer representative there. They're like, he was like, oh, well, you can trade your iPod Touch in and get a discount off of a new one. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, because there's no battery on the, they don't have the ability to change the battery on an iPod, so they have to just recycle them, and you know, you get money off of purchase for a new iPod. I'm like, oh, okay, that works. So you know, I was just like wondering, like, and I was cleaning my room the other day, getting ready for a yard sale, and I'm like, huh, like I found my 2 old iPod shuffles, and I'm like, I wonder if I could get anything for this. So I was on the phone for I think about 20-30 minutes. Right before recording this, trying to figure that out, and I can. I just have to go online and see how much I can get for them, and see if it even be worth selling. Because I have an iPod Touch, I have an iPod Shuffle 4th gen, and I have an iPod Shuffle 2nd gen. So 2 very old iPod Shuffles. But you know, I'm like, you know what? I need a new iPod. Let's do it. And the problem with that is I can't sync up my iPod to sync my music, and I don't have the laptop that I had my music on anymore. I don't have that, so I'm like, oh no, I'll have to delete all my music. I won't have any of my music other than the stuff I just bought recently over the past year, because I've only had this laptop for the past year. Wow, it's already been a year for it. Huh, that's funny. But I'm like, oh no, I'll lose like everything. I only have a few albums, actually, and this is some music I don't want to lose, because I don't have the, like, I think the discs broke on some of them. I don't, you know, I may have lost the discs. I think I lent some out to some friends and they never got it back to me, and they moved, and I'm like, ugh, I would lose so much music. So many good times. Like, I don't want to lose this music. Some of the discs I do still have, but I'm like, I don't want to like put them on my computer, because I plan on getting a new computer soon, and then I'll just have to put everything again on that, and I'm like, it's just too much work. So I'm like, I'm debating, because should I just spend all the money and trade in my 2 iPod shuffles and then do it, or like what? So I'm trying to figure life out right now. I'm trying to figure out what is life, what even is life. This is literally life. Literally. It's literally nothing. You know, if you watch the SOS series, not on my channel, but on Minx and Sinnoh's channel, you'll know that. It's literally nothing. And like, seriously, like, and like, I was just like, you know, on the phone with Apple, and I'm like, ugh, this is like, it was about half an hour I spent on the first call, and then we got disconnected, and she called back, and I was on for like another 15 or 20 minutes. I'm like, Oh, this sucks. Come on, bruh. So, I'm like, I need a break. So right now I'm just recording this episode, and then I'm gonna go try to play some video games for fun. Which, or maybe I'll try, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with life. I'm just trying to survive right now, you know. So I brought up, so I was talking to some friends about YouTube and whatnot, and we were just talking about like our different styles of making stuff. And like, while like my channel is like, it's still ongoing. Like, you know, as you see, I'm uploading still and everything. You know, it's almost been a year for this channel now, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But anyway, so we were talking about our styles and like how like I eventually want to like sync up my recordings so that I'm not narrating afterwards, but I'm narrating like during the actual gameplay, so you get my very first looks, which is why I don't play horror games yet. I have Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I have it on disc actually. I have I'm about to get Mad Father. I have Black Rose. Like I have a lot of horror games stocking up that I just can't play because I want to give you guys my very first impression. Maybe not face cam, because, you know, but yeah. So I was, you know, actually looking on GameJolt, and I saw Scott Cawthon release an MA version of Sister Locations, and I'm like, it's free. I know it's just a demo. It's like the very first one. It's not the completed thing, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. You know, because I would never spend money for a FNAF game. Just because, like, I've seen, like, up to, like, Night 4 played. I haven't seen Night 4 beat yet, but I'm working on watching those videos. Like, Omrecker did a 6.5 hour, or close to 6.5 hour live stream the other night. I started watching it. I think he started around midnight. I watched till like 1:30 and I fell asleep during the stream. So I've been trying to like rewatch the stream and catch up on all that. But yeah, so like I wouldn't pay for a FNAF game just because I feel like the series has taken its toll on the internet. It's a very clickbait game. You know, like, oh, you know, it's, oh, FNAF, it's, you know, the new hot thing, just like Undertale was, just like League of Legends was, just like Keemstar was, you know, like all these clickbait things, you know, that are really cancerous, not like super like good for the community, you know. And I do respect Scott for making FNAF. Like, number 1, FNAF number 1, FNAF World, and Sister Locations. Those are like the only 3 originals, though. Like 2, 3, and 4 of FNAF was just like a rip off the first one. Yes, a few new features were added, but there was no like original content, which is what I always look for. Like, I don't like playing like games that like, oh, I'm gonna have the same thing over and over and over again, which is why I may actually play Sister Locations. I don't know. But I'm watching the Steam version. Omrecker did the Steam version. He didn't do the MA version on GameJolt. I don't think any YouTuber did it, actually. I know Scott said in the description of the MA version that if you are a YouTuber, you may want to wait, or if you're a FNAF fan, you may want to wait for the whole game to come out, which has come out already. But I don't know. I don't really want to pay for it. Otherwise, unless it's like, I remember the day it launched, it was on like 10% off. It was like $6 and change, I think. But I wouldn't buy it unless it was like under $5. Like, I just don't think it's really worth that money to buy it. Like, and that may be because I'm a very big cheapskate, but I think that's how you say it. But yeah, that's just kind of like my thing. Like, I won't buy Undertale. Maybe if it goes down to 50% off, maybe. But you know, I don't know. But anyway, I was talking with my friends about like, you know, about like the how my channel's doing and how their channels are doing and like all that stuff and like our different styles and just all this different type of stuff. And I'm like, wow, you know, there's like so many different types of like channels and stuff that like, so that's why I want to do this 12-part series, because you know I want to start getting into stuff. Because if you remember Artist Alley, I started up a while ago. I have to find more channels for it though. You know, like I shouted out Omwrecker, who does gaming videos, Features Life 24, who does vlogs. Actually, I do have another one I want to do. I'll have to make one soon. Mr. Creepypasta, Creeps McPasta, Super Mega, like all these other channels that I shouted out. You know, just like there's so many different types that I want to try to do, like a lot of different stuff on my channel. But I'm like, well, some people are just here for the games, some people are here just for the vlogs, some people are just here for the music. And I'm like, okay, so should I break off and do multiple channels? But then I'm like, well, you know, it's really hard to do multiple channels because of whatnot. So I don't know. And I'm thinking of breaking off eventually. Speaking of which, speaking of breaking off, I was originally for, you know, because we are coming up on the year anniversary of the gaming movement, and I was planning on renaming the channel. Actually, I made album art, I made a name. So yeah, it could be really happening. But now thinking this way, I can make a new channel by like by separating the content. You know, people who like games can go to this channel, people who like vlogs can go to this channel, music can go to this channel, you know, just stuff like that. Like, I don't know, because that is a lot more work, and the channels may not be as successful. But you know, if they aren't, maybe I can just go back to one channel or two channels or something. I don't know. But anyway, just a little YouTuber behind the scenes, like, you know, what are we kind of thinking about, like, type of thing. But anyway, so this episode is quite long because I'm doing the whole quest in one episode. I found that is quite fun. It is very time consuming because you know, this is a little edited, but it took me about 45 minutes or to an hour to record this just one episode. And the last one I kind of saved it and quit, and then came back to it later for a second episode that you guys saw Wednesday. And then I stupidly redid the same quest that I already beat, a little unknowingly. But yeah, so yeah, that's something funny that happened. But now I'm like, okay, now I know a little bit more about the game and whatnot, so let me just, you know, let me do this, and, you know, let me see how it works. That's what I was trying to come up with. So, yeah, that's, I don't really have much more to talk about. I talked about a little bit about how the channel is looking, how the channel's growing. We are, like, maintaining the same subscriber count, which is good. We're not losing that many subscribers, though granted, at the same point, we're not gaining any, or we're gaining a few once in a while. But you know, you guys are doing really well at like just sticking by me, and I'm seeing the views keep going up. Hashtag views, hashtag for life, hashtag YouTube, hashtag YouTuber life, all that stuff. And I'm seeing like the views go up, and I'm like, that's so cool that like people are still tuning in. You know, some of my videos, you know, they get 0 views, but others get like, my very first video has over 500 views. And I'm like, awesome. You know, like, I never really thought I would. I know I've said this in multiple videos, and I know I've said this to multiple friends who have asked me, but I'm like, I never thought that I would even get up to this point. Like, I think I said it in maybe the last Torn Tales video, or like the first one, I don't remember. But Omrecker, he's an amazing guy. Like, I definitely I definitely enjoy his videos, and I definitely love his channel. And I'm like, this is like, because he was doing a 1,000,000 subscriber thank you video, and he was just kind of telling us about like where he started from and everything, and like how he never really thought that like he would be like he never really thought that he would get this place. Like, he started his YouTube channel to record kind of gaming moments that he liked and the way he wanted to remember, and then people started watching it, and then he started making a living off of it, and now he's just got over 1,000,000 subscribers. Like, wow. Like I was sick one day, I decided to do this. I thought it might be fun if people watch. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. And people are watching, and people are subscribing, which is awesome. Like, you guys make this possible for me. Like, this could be a future career, or maybe, I don't know if I want to do this for a full-on like career type of thing, but it's definitely a possibility. Oh, and here we are at the boss battle, actually. Like, I definitely am loving this game. Like, I'm loving these games that I play. Like, I remember I said at the beginning of this that, I haven't really been in the mood to play video games, which I think, like, everyone has that point where they do something that they love, and then, like, they kind of, like, well, maybe not even something they love, but maybe just something in general that, like, like, the stress of life, gets them super tired, and, like, they just need to relax, non-recording. So I'm thinking about, like, recording a whole bunch of videos and then just, like, stopping recording, stopping editing, stopping, like, everything, and I'll just, like, upload. Like how I started this channel doing. I was sick one day, I recorded, like, 15 videos, or no, I recorded, I think I recorded, like, 70 videos, while I was sick for, like, 3 days. And, like, it was insane, I know. And I uploaded, like, 4 videos a day. I was like Gom HD, like, holy crap. Like, there was like videos like pumping out like left and right. Like, it was insane. Like, I love doing that stuff. Yeah, and I think of like who, I don't remember who it was who said it, but like if you love doing this and stuff, like, people will see that, and then if you don't love doing it, people will see that. So, like, always, like, you really can't fake it. Like, it's either you really do like doing it or you really don't like doing it. Like, there's really no middle ground. And I feel like that is so true. Like, sometimes, like, in my videos, like, I'm not all there. Like, if it's been like a super stressful day or super stressful week, or I didn't get enough sleep, or I'm hungry or whatnot, then, like, people can see that. But more, like, I've been a lot better now about being, like, super, making sure I'm not super tired, making sure I eat before I record so I'm not super hungry, like, all this stuff, trying to de-stress and whatnot, taking a few hours the beginning of the day just to kind of, like, go through everything and make sure, like, am I at a place where I can record, and I can record well, and I can put out, the best content that I can. Obviously I don't have, like, the super best equipment, so I can't put out, like, super, like, high quality, like, videos, but I can still be super energetic, super peppy, and this one may not be a really, like, it may not seem like it, but I'm actually, like, super peppy right now, even though, like, I got a headache, and, like, through all that, I want to bring you guys the best content that I can. Oh, and hold on one second.
The Sheriff of Nottingham lay wounded, but defiant. "Finish it, then," he spat. "What are you waiting for, outlaw? Prove that behind your words you're no more noble than Gisborne, or any of your merry band of filth." "Do not let him bait you, Robin," warned Snow. "If it is the people he has wronged, it is they who should decide his fate. Let there be a trial, that all can see justice has been served." Robin lowered his bow, but... No, Robin did not lower his bow. Nay, he declared, they will see that justice has been served when I parade his head before them. Bring me the axe. This ends. And though the sheriff screamed and pled and swore till he was hoarse, Robin's anger was unquenchable. "If you do this, you will never see your beloved Marion again," shouted the doomed sheriff. But Robin's heart was stone, and his ears unwilling to listen. The axe fell, and the people rejoiced. "Robin," whispered Snow, "what have you done?" "What I should have done long ago," said the archer, ignoring her continued mewlings as they left the sheriff's carcass behind for the worms. The doctor, though, he lingered a moment. A guilty little moment in the company of blood and fresh death. A moment for something buried deep down to stir.
Okay then. Well, yeah, so you guys got to see that awesome video clip there. So yeah, I guess that's probably gonna end this episode. But anyway, thank you guys so much. If you liked it, smash that like button. It really helps us YouTubers out. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, because I was listening to how you guys get involved in our comment section. And in the next episode, in a couple weeks, we will possibly go and do these side quests, or we will continue on to chapter 2. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a quick speed episode of those quests, and we will see. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and like always, I will see you all in whatever comes next. Until next time, bye bye.